This old cow drank all the water in the pond in one gulp. After drinking his fill, he lay down on the straw. A thought came to him. He has worked hard for his master all his life. Now it's time for him to retire. So he left his master's yard in the rain. But when he got out of the pasture, he met a sheep. The sheep said, he spent his whole life giving his master his wool, only to be slaughtered and eaten by his master. He had risked his life to escape. The old ox asked him to come with him. They found a house to live in together. And so they agreed and went on their way. They traveled for 3 months into the fall. They came to a forest against the wind. The ox was descending a slope when he hit a wild boar. After asking him about it, the boar was being chased by a hunter. It was about to dig a hole to hide itself. Looking at the panicked boar, the old ox persuaded him to come along with him, to keep an eye on each other. And so the group grew. They walked into the winter. A rooster was shivering under a tree. They went up to him and asked what was happening. The rooster said he'd worked all his life for his master, and now he's going to cook himself. The cow said she couldn't stand it and ran away. Now they're going to find a place to live, where there's no human interference, and the rooster volunteered to go with them. It was the dead of winter. The cold north wind hit them like an iron cone. The old cow told them, just one more step forward, they would find shelter. But the other 3 animals are afraid of the cold. They choose to stop where they are. Eventually, only the old cow moves forward, and found a cabin in the woods. Inside, a fireplace burned and it was very warm. When the blizzard stops outside, the rest of the animals came to join the cow. The ox allowed them to stay, regardless of their past. But a fox saw a rooster inside. The rooster pushed open the door. The fox was about to pounce when the boar pushed him away. The fox thought it would be difficult to eat the chicken by itself. So he found the old wolf chewing on the bark of a tree, and told him there were several animals in that little house. The cunning fox feared that the boar and the old cow would be afraid to risk their lives. So he incited the bear to tell him that there was a delicious chicken in the house. The bear was not tempted, and at night, he waltzed in. But the animals in the house were ready for him. The cow put a jar on his head. The boars, sheep and others began to beat and kick him. The bear lost his vision and couldn't fight back. He was finally pushed out of the house by the bull's horns. The foxes and wolves, seeing the bear in such a state, they were afraid of the animals in the house. They no longer dared to take advantage of them. The 4 animals were finally able to retire.